Okay, folks, welcome to show number 2, exclusive Sussex County Farm and Horse Show, New Jersey State Fair coverage coming to you from Muggs Media. I am your host, Nikki Morville, and I am here at the administrative building with the real queen of the fair, Kathy Cafasso. And Kathy, you do so much in prep for this big week. And now here we are. Let's talk this end of the fair. We've heard from the horse show people. We've heard what goes on that side. This end, where do you even start? How do you guys prepare for this?
Oh, well, we get the advertising out so that people know about it. They know what's new this year. They know what the prices are. They know what all the specials are. We take care of the whole grounds. I'm always saying, we don't wait till August 1st to mow the lawn. No. We have our horticulturalist who starts in March to get the plants ready so that they have a chance to grow in place. We have our vendors, always trying to get new vendors, and that starts right after January as well. Then we have our staff getting up to speed on, all of the information that people are going to need, and you never know the kind of questions people are going to ask. So they have to be ready for anything. So we get an early start, and we work really hard, and hopefully it makes everything move really smoothly.
Well, I can tell already. I mean, here we are, already into the weekend, and my word, is it busy. I mean, it's packed here, folks. I'm sure you've waited online on the road to get here. Really packed. So many different things are offered at the fair, and I think that's what makes our fair so unique, is that you've got the hometown feel. You've got things that have been going on here for years and years, and so many new things.
Yeah, we have, there are people who say that there's never anything new, and then there are people who say, well, you moved so-and-so. I call it a big Venn diagram of overlapping circles, because if you bring your family here, there are things for the teenagers to do and see. The little kids love the animals in the Farm Fun building. There's shopping. As you can hear kind of in the background, there's music. There's a bike show going on now. We just had the 2 o'clock tractor parade go through. So there's something for everybody, and everybody can split up and then come back together to eat.
Yeah, and eat, and eat, and eat. Right?
Absolutely, absolutely.
So much to eat here, folks. Oh my gosh. And there's probably like a handful of healthy stuff for you health nuts out there. You can find it. So, like you said, Kathy, that's the gamut of it. There's so much to see and do for all ages. And while some things have stayed the same for years and years, other things have changed, and that's what makes us so cool. Now, when we spoke with Rich over at the horse show, he said we are quoted as the New Jersey State Fair. Like, we've got the title.
We are yes, right. We are. We're the largest agricultural fair, which we always stress, because yes, it's important to have a carnival and games and some entertainment, but you grew up in Sussex County. This is Sussex County, and we have an agricultural history here. So we have our ag museum, and our barns are full, and those ag division people work really hard because there's less and less agriculture here in Sussex County. So they open it up to other counties and other states so that they offer premier shows for the people that are here to exhibit, and there are things for people to see that maybe don't have this kind of agriculture in their backyard.
And I think that you raise a really good point, because when I talk to people about New Jersey, and when we speak about, when people say, oh, what exit do you live off of, it really annoys me, because we know where we live, right? Yes, Sussex County is beautiful, and that's why so many people come back to raise their families here. So why not showcase our farms, our agriculture, our animals? This is really who we are up here.
Absolutely. When Senator Cory Booker was here, he said he comes from Newark, but he's been up here hiking, and he's been up here to other events, and he talked about how this is one of the most beautiful parts of the state. And of course, we all applaud it because it is.
We are partial to that. Yes. Thank you for that acknowledgement. So, Kathy, finally, for this week, what would you say to folks out there who've never been or who have come for many, many years? What would you say to them about coming out to the fair?
I'd say come out on a weekday if you have that option. You know, come after lunch if you want and walk around, and then maybe splurge on that one fair food kind of item.
Yeah.
Things are going on all the time. Carnival opens at noon. We've got animals all the time. Watch the milking parlor. Maybe do a little shopping. We're just starting to taste the new stuff that's out there. But definitely come out, especially if you've never been, because this really is a taste of part of what Sussex County is now, but definitely what it was like when we were young.
Absolutely, I agree. And it looks like another week of some great weather. So, folks, absolutely get down here and check it out. Thank you so much, Kathy. Really appreciate it. Hey, folks, we're going right into our first story, and I covered it. It's with the other queen of the fair. This is the real queen. We got the other real queen, Miss Green. Okay, folks, I am here with the New Jersey State Fair Sussex County Farm and Horse Show queen of the fair, Miss Green, Keely Schmerber. She is someone that I've been speaking with her for the last few minutes. I'm blown away, and I'm going to guarantee you're going to be blown away after you hear her story. First of all, congratulations.
Thank you so much. This has been the greatest experience of my life.
I don't know where to start with your story because it is so interesting. Let's start from when you were a kid. So, Keely is 21 years old. And she's got big plans, and she's known of these big plans for quite some time. So tell the folks where you're at in your life at this moment, and then we're going to go backward.
Okay, well, right now I'm a senior at Indiana University and Jacobs School of Music, so I'm graduating next May, and I'm really, really excited. What I plan to do is I plan to continue my concert career of performing at historic homes and landmarks. I've already done so, but I plan to really expand on that and perform all over the world in amazing locations.
Yes.
But I've laid the groundwork for this already, but I plan to open up a music and art academy for children with exceptional needs, especially like children with autism.
And that brings us to our next part of the story. So Keely has autism, and she learned about this for sure when she was in college. She said her parents always knew something was special about her. So tell me a little bit about finding out about this diagnosis and what you're doing with it.
Okay, well, when I was about a sophomore in college, I found out that I have autism. And at first I really was shocked and I didn't know what to do. But then I had the opportunity last summer to tutor a boy in piano and art that had autism. And being a person with autism and the strategies that my parents and mentors have given to me over the years enabled me to make breakthroughs with him, with the boy, in areas that he was struggling with for years. When he first came to me, he was almost completely nonverbal, and he was physically out of control, and his only form of communication was through scripting, which is basically like repeating something he heard over and over again on television or in a movie or something. And so by working with him, by appealing to his passions that he had and having patience with him, I was able to make breakthroughs in those areas.
You are beautiful, beautiful child here next to me. How amazing that you've taken something that has been a part of your life and now has helped someone else. And I know this is what you want to continue doing.
Absolutely. God put this on my heart, and I want to glorify him by sharing it with other people. My gift of music and my gift of patience as well, and working with other children that need help.
Which is unbelievable. Now, I had originally asked Keely where she went to high school and elementary school, and she said, what did you say?
Sussex County Community College. It's a bit of a story, but I guess you can hold that. Well, when I was 7 years old, I knew exactly what I wanted to do with my life. I told my parents that I wanted to be an extraordinary pianist and travel all over the world with my music. So a traditional high school schedule didn't really work for me. So by the time I was 15 or 16, I enrolled at Sussex County Community College, where I earned my high school diploma and 32 college credits, which actually helped to make my transition to Indiana University and Jacobs School of Music a seamless one.
I mean, I'm speechless, and I'm normally not speechless, folks. This girl has blown me away. She's already done so much more in her 21 young years of life than I bet a lot of you are going, ooh, I got to get on the ball here. And wait till you hear this. This young lady has already played at Carnegie Hall.
Yes, and the funny story about that is that I credit the fair for helping me get there, because when I was younger, I used to perform on the stage as a little tot in a sundress and size 5 sandals by winning the Sussex County's Music Foundation competition. And every year that I won, I performed on the stage that I was crowned Queen of the Fair. So I credit the fair for helping me get to where I am today. And when I was crowned Queen of the Fair, there was no greater feeling than that. It felt so nostalgic and wonderful, and I felt so happy all at the same time.
It's unbelievable. I said to her, you know, this is serendipity. I just feel like you said, where you started, what brought you to here, and now it all comes full circle. You're Queen of the Fair.
Yes, there's no greater feeling. I'm having the greatest experience of my life right now.
It is just awesome. So the future seems so bright for you, Keely. You are going to be this exceptional concert pianist, and you're going to be opening up an academy for exceptional children, correct?
Yes, with a focus on children with autism.
It's just wonderful. What would you say to kids out there who are struggling, or maybe feel different, or maybe feel like they don't know what's up with themselves? What could you say to kids out there?
Well, I actually said this in my private interview with the judges for Queen of the Fair, that I want to be an example to young people, young women, children out there, to not be afraid to go for your dreams, set goals for yourself, no matter how lofty they may seem, and go for them. Because when people think of Queen of the Fair and what it represents, I want them to think like that can be me one day. And it's very important to me that through my experience as Queen of the Fair, that I tell my story and be an inspiration to others. That's what I want my legacy to be as Queen of the Fair.
I understand. Now, you're going to be here all week. What are some of the highlights for you? What are you looking forward to this week being here?
Okay, well, so far I've had the experience of riding in Cinderella's carriage. That was a dream come true, quote unquote. I also rode in the Wells Fargo chariot. I was riding around and mud was coming in through the windows. It was really fun. I was handing out ribbons to the goats and the fiddlers that won the competition. And I'm also going to serve at the agricultural banquet, and I have so much more that I'm going to do. I'm trying to think of all of them right now.
Well, there's a lot. Let me tell you, as Queen of the Fair, there is so much on your plate. I completely understand. You're going to be just doing everything. So do you see yourself maybe coming back to Sussex County one day and settling down here, or sky's the limit for you?
Oh, absolutely. I've lived here all my life, and I plan to live here forever.
Awesome. Your parents have to be very proud of you.
Thank you. That means a lot to me.
Awesome. Well, it's because it's raining. Normally we do a bunch of crazy things out in the rain. We're going to switch things up this year a little bit. We're going to look at some of the buildings here, kind of do a walk and talk, and we'll check some things out. It's raining, and we instead have made a route into the craft tent. And right now, before we start, before we sample some fudge, which is what we'll end with, I figured let's get to know your queen. How about that? So that's what we're going to be doing this year, is talking to the queen. Let's get to know your queen. So, who is your favorite singer?
I would have to say Taylor Swift, because she combines pop and country, which are my two favorite genres. And she has so many best-selling albums, so I love her.
Okay, great. Taylor Swift, crowd favorite. I love it. Tell me, where do you like to vacation?
It would have to be Utah, because my grandparents live out there and I love visiting them. But Utah is also a beautiful state. I love hiking and visiting national parks. And so far I've been to a lot, especially in Utah. So I'd have to give that first place for my favorite place to vacation.
And Utah is extraordinary. I have seen pictures. I personally haven't been there. I've only been to Colorado, which is close, but Utah is supposed to be just amazing.
It is. It's beautiful. All the red rocks, it's a desert out there, and when the sun shines on the red rocks, they're bright orange. It's beautiful.
Oh my gosh, that sounds lovely. Okay, so we have your favorite singer, favorite vacation spot, favorite food.
Oh my goodness. That would have to be, let me think. the bourbon pork chops my mom made in the fireplace during Hurricane Sandy. We were out of power for 2 weeks, and my mom cooked these pork chops in the fireplace, and they were so good.
Yum.
Yeah.
I wish I was over your house during Hurricane Sandy.
Yeah, she's a gourmet chef too.
Your mother is?
Yeah.
Wow. So I get you have some pretty good meals every day?
Yes. Yeah.
Lucky family. Okay, so what's your favorite animal?
Definitely a dog. I love dogs.
You're a dog lover?
Yeah.
I can see that. You seem like you are a lover of all animals.
I do. I love animals. And just yesterday, I was sitting in the 4-H tent with giant bunnies sitting on my lap, and I was petting them. They were like nibbling on my arm too. It was really funny.
That's lovely. Okay, so how about, let's see here. Favorite sport?
Do you play any sports?
Definitely.
Do you like to watch sports?
I would have to say swimming, because one of my favorite hobbies is in the summer. I love going to the Jersey Shore and boogie boarding.
Yes.
It's like really amateur surfing. What you do is it's super fun though. You lie on your stomach and you catch the waves, and it just pushes you to shore. And especially at the Jersey Shore, with how big the waves are, you go really fast.
Yes.
Let's say favorite season.
Oh, summer, definitely. The fair, everything, you know, out of school.
Yes.
You could do whatever you want, stay out late.
It's lovely, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you on that one. Okay, favorite holiday?
Oh my goodness, Thanksgiving. Because we have a tradition that my family goes over to our friend's house who live in a giant Victorian estate, and we have Thanksgiving dinner in the formal dining room, and just their family is so big and we get to know everybody. It's wonderful. I would have to say Thanksgiving.
And you must, if your mom is this gourmet chef, I bet your Thanksgiving meal is off the hook. It's ridiculous.
My goodness. The mashed potatoes are so good.
We've hit a lot here. I think there's a lot to know new about the Queen. I'm really just so impressed by you.
Thank you.
And everything that you stand for. You're a special girl, and I think the message that I love about you is that anything is possible. To know that you have been faced with some adversity and you've gone beyond it and then some. How do you think this is really going to pave the way for your future?
Let me think about that. Well, basically, life is really about overcoming the struggles that you have and just doing your best and always remaining positive no matter what happens to you. And that's kind of like my philosophy, and that's what I want my legacy to be as Queen of the Fair, like I said before. So I think that really you can do anything you put your mind to in life.
I'll tell you, she is quite the example of that, folks, of really having such a bright future ahead of you. I better get tickets to one of these famous
I'd love for you to come.
Carnegie Hall. I want to be there. I want front row. All right, so before we end this today, folks, we always like to sample a little food with the Queen. Right behind me, we have Utter Ideas Fudge. And who doesn't love homemade fudge? So come here, Keely.
Okay.
Okay, so what is your name?
Tammy?
Tammy. Okay, Tammy. So right here we've got, what kind of fudge is
This
that?
is the chocolate. It's my #1 seller.
Okay.
Chocolate fudge, folks.
Oh my gosh, it is so good.
Is that delicious?
It melts in your mouth.
Okay, and then what do we have here?
The mint chocolate swirl, which is in my top 5.
Who
Okay.
doesn't love mint chocolate swirl?
Exactly.
So
Amazing.
good? Wonderful. Well, let me tell you, folks, you can stay right over here, Kelly. We have had such a lovely time getting to know you. So much to learn about Keely, so much to see at the fair. Keely's gonna be here all week, meeting, greeting. She's gonna be in the ag building. She's gonna be everywhere, right?
Everywhere.
With animals, with horses, down at the Midway. You're gonna be everywhere.
Everywhere.
And let me tell you, she's very approachable, folks, so definitely come and say hi to Keely. And, you know, maybe she'll, if you're out there, a little girl, little boy, you want to hold her scepter, you would allow them to do that, correct?
Absolutely. They can hold it as much as they like.
What a sweetheart, folks. Lovely girl here, the Miss Green, the New Jersey State Fair Queen of the Fair, Keely. We loved her, and best wishes to you, sweetheart.
Thank you so much.
Okay, folks, we have to throw it to our first break. We need to thank some very special sponsors. Our title sponsor is Steel. And then we also would like to thank Isla Frugero Funeral Home and the Sparta Cancer Center. Right back.
Real people, Steel people. From full-time professionals to weekend warriors, they trust Steel and servicing Steel dealers. Right now, hardworking Steel blowers start at $139.95 and legendary Steel chainsaws start at $179.95. Find your Steel dealer at steeldealers.com or search STIHL. Real people, Steel people. Join us.
Sparta Cancer Center, the only advanced oncology center in Sussex County.
The Sparta Cancer Center is able to provide comprehensive cancer services to anybody who has been diagnosed with cancer, and the key is that we offer these services to the local community so that people don't have to travel far to get excellent comprehensive care. The most satisfying, I would say, is really just seeing the patients through the treatments and then seeing them when they come back fully recovered and basically leading their normal lives and getting back to the way they were before all this started.
Sparta Cancer Center, 89 Sparta Avenue, Suite 130. Treated right here.
Where dedication is a tradition, a helping hand in a time of need, the family that's brought you comfort for over a century. Isla Frugero Funeral Home, we're here because we care.
Welcome back to the New Jersey State Fair Sussex County Farm and Horse Show exclusive coverage brought to you by Muggs Media. I'm your host, Nikki Morville. We've got show number 2 here, folks, coming right at you, right at the beautiful grounds of the Farm and Horse Show right in Augusta. Beautiful weather here today. Let's hope it continues this way all week. All right, folks, next up, this story is a yummy one. We checked out the chili contest. I'll tell you, it feels like fall weather today. Chili contest in the house. All right, folks, we have the chili contest here at the fair, and I am here with Barbara Thomas. And this has been going on for a very long time, folks. The chili contest is super popular here at the fair, and once again, we've got a ton of chilies here. But I'm sure you're wondering out there, how do you get involved with the chili contest? What does it entail? Well, Barbara, you're going to answer all our questions. So first of all, tell me a little bit about the chili contest for those who don't know.
The chili contest, I think, originally started with supporting the fire departments, and there was, bigger cash prizes than what we have now. But it's gradually worked down to we're giving $100 for the best in show. Okay. We have 3 different categories. We have meat without beans, we have con carne with beans, and vegetable. So those are the 3 choices that they have to make.
Yum, and I have to say, it kind of feels like a fall chilly day here. Sometimes you guys do the chili contest and it's like 100 degrees. It's perfect weather for this today.
This is perfect weather for this, and it shows by the number of entries. We do have 20 entries, and it's wonderful. And then after the contest, we sell the chili that is here for $2 a bowl, and we also have cornbread for $1. So afterwards, you can sample the chilies that were made.
Now tell me a little bit about this chili. How are we being judged? Because I know the type of chili I like. So I get you have 3 different categories. In those categories, what are you looking for? Would you say, is it taste? Is it flavor?
Taste, texture, and appearance are the main categories.
Interesting. Yeah. Interesting. So appearance. So I see some of these crock pots decorated. Is that part of the appearance, or is that just the flair?
We used to do it where they had to decorate. We've stopped doing it. People enjoy doing the decorating and give it that little extra flair, so we still allow it. They go through it. There's some great decorators that work on these, and it's wonderful.
Awesome. So what's it take to be a judge to do this? What do you need to have criteria-wise?
Well, we go with people who are in the field, in the food vending field, and also have to like chili. You know,
that helps.
We prefer not too hot chili because then it kind of kills your taste buds for anything else. So, you know, we do like a little kick in it. Nothing wrong with that. But too hot might be a little too much.
Deter the taste buds. We don't want that. Absolutely. So then, like you said, you got a best in show. So the best in show is the best one of all the categories?
Right. We will take the top 3 in each of the 3 categories, and the judges will decide between those 3 which one is best in show.
Yum. Well, folks, I mean, chili reminds me of football season. We always crock an awesome chili in my house. I am definitely interested to see what we've got here. So once again, a great part of the fair, something that's been going on for many, many years and many years to come. Right, Barbara?
We'll still be here. We're not giving this one up because people, as you can see, we got enough people in the audience. They're waiting for the chili along with seeing the results of the contest.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Barbara. From chili contest to fiddle contest, we've got it all for you. All right, folks, I am here with Dennis and Sal, and we are talking about the Fiddler Competition, a crowd favorite here at the fair. Tell me all about it for those who don't know.
Well, it's a great competition. It goes from ages 1 all the way up to adult, because we did have some really little children here. If they can play, they can come. There's 3 place settings for each age group. There's the young juveniles, the 13 to 17-year-olds, and then the 18 to adult. If we're short, we merge them all together. Past few years have been a little short because traffic has stopped my competitors and they don't come. So other than that, it's great. It's been involved in this fair for, I would say, at least 20 years.
Wow.
People like it. I enjoy it myself, and the fans seem to have a great time.
They're already sitting down here. Now, is there a judging going on, or is it really just to play and have fun?
No, there's actually 3 judges. There's a score sheet on their composition, originality, how they play. It's pretty detailed. They got a point system from 1 to 10, and then at the end, they total the points, and that's who they decide the winner is.
Awesome. So you said really anybody can play. So you can be an amateur. You can be someone who's been doing this for a long time. You come here and you get to strut your stuff here at the fair.
Correct. You can be playing for 1 week and playing for 30 years. You know, it all goes by how the judges feel, like any other competition, how good you're on a day of the show.
I love it. I love it. And now you said in the past traffic has hindered things. Traffic's pretty bad today.
It is. I'm
not gonna lie.
I'm a little afraid. I've been getting text messages that we're still out way down 15 in Jefferson, and I can hold the show for a half hour. I can't hold the show for 2 hours.
No, you can't. You can't keep the people waiting.
No, and it's not fair to the people who made it here. I always tell them, get here by noon, even though we start at 3.
Get here early, folks. Early bird catches the worm, and I'm telling you it's true. Get early in life, especially here at the Fiddler Competition where it matters. All right, so in the future, why would you tell people to come out and check out this event? Why be a spectator?
It's really, for me, it's very relaxing. The music is soothing. The hassle of the midway is not there. If you don't care for animals, which I don't understand why you wouldn't care for animals, you can come here and enjoy this part of agriculture. This fair is here because of the agricultural presence. It's not here for the midway. It's not here for the rides. So this is a nice way for relax. We have a lot of our 4-H families come here and relax. Hectic show week. So this is a little R&R for everybody.
I love it. It's a different way to look at the fair. You're right, Dennis. Sometimes the hustle and bustle of the Ferris wheel and everything over there, it's a little much. Kids screaming, there's meltdowns. There's no meltdowns in this tent. This is chill. This is zen, man.
This is nice. This is definitely born again hippie area. So it's great.
Right. I'm gonna have to check this out. All right, folks. Every year, this is just more fun, more competitors, and looking forward to see the winners. So thank you, Dennis, and we will come chill and check it out.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Okay, folks, we will be back in just a few minutes, but first we need to tell you about our sponsors. They help make this show happen every year. Our title sponsor is Steel. We have to thank Isla Frugero Funeral Home and the Sparta Cancer Center. We will be right back.
Real people, steel people. From full-time professionals to weekend warriors, they trust Steel and servicing Steel dealers. Right now, hardworking Steel blowers start at $139.95 and legendary Steel chainsaws start at $179.95. Find your Steel dealer at steeldealers.com or search STIHL. Real people, Steel people. Join us.
Sparta Cancer Center, the only advanced oncology center in Sussex County.
The Sparta Cancer Center is able to provide comprehensive cancer services to anybody who has been diagnosed with cancer, and the key is that we offer these services to the local community so that people don't have to travel far to get excellent comprehensive care. The most satisfying, I would say, is really just seeing the patients through the treatments and then seeing them when they come back fully recovered and basically leading their normal lives and getting back to the way they were before all this started.
Sparta Cancer Center, 89 Sparta Avenue, Suite 130. Treated right here.
Where dedication is a tradition, a helping hand in a time of need, the family that's brought you comfort for over a century. I live for Gerald Funeral Home. We're here because we care.
Welcome back to exclusive coverage here at the fair. I am your host, Nikki Morville, and we are giving you all the fair coverage with Muggs Media. All right, folks, next up we've got Green Day. Green Day is happening here at the fair every year, and we've got it for you. Okay, folks, we are here at Green Day, and I am here with Donna, Woodsy, and Rini, and they are running the show here at Green Day. Green Day's been going on here for quite some time. Donna, tell me a little bit about the history of Green Day.
We've been running Green Day for about 7 years now. It is always been Monday of Fair Week, and it is a celebration of all things green. The environment, agriculture, sustainable living. We want to present to the public, why it's important to live green. We welcome kids and families. This is a family fun day. We have lots of exhibitors here, and it's just been wonderful having all these people participate and getting to educate everyone on Green Day.
Fabulous. Let's talk a little bit about Green Day here. The importance of being green. I know we've got a lot going on in this tent, but recycling is really key, correct, Rini?
Yes. I work on the recycling for the county. I'm the recycling coordinator for Sussex County. And what we try to promote for Green Day is that no matter where you live, because we have a lot of visitors to the fair, it's important that you realize what you can recycle in your own home, in your own workplace, in your own school. And we try to give that information here during Green Day.
Let's talk about that for one moment. For people out there who can't physically make it here to Green Day, what are the keys to recyclables? What are the key ones to put in not in your actual garbage, into your recycling?
Sure. So we know there's 3 R's: reduce, reuse, and recycle. And the main recycling that most people do are their bottles and cans and their paper items. Those are the main items. We're trying to expand a little bit now with Green Day to promote styrofoam recycling, electronics recycling. That's one of our big ones. And all kinds of other little things like chemicals and wood, and the sky's the limit.
Really?
Absolutely.
That's good to know, folks, because I think sometimes when you think of recyclables, you'll think of soda cans and milk cartons, but I think it does go beyond that, and you can learn about that here at Green Day, which is really cool. So tell me about who's in this tent, Donna. Who are some of the main keys to see here if you're stopping by?
Well, we have dozens and dozens of exhibitors here. We have passports that the kids receive and encourage them to go to the different exhibitors. So we key in on agriculture. So we've got several exhibitors, several farms represented, and Sussex County Agritourism. We have the environment. We have groups such as New Jersey Audubon, Sierra Club, Sussex County Native Plant Society, North American Butterfly Association, and everything is all interrelated because you've been hearing so much about pollinators, about the dire circumstances of our bee population. Well, if you stop by here, you're going to learn about the right plants to plant to encourage the pollinators. You'll learn about birds. We have Sussex County Bird Club, and we also have a lot of other sustainable living people like Foam Cycle. We have our Sussex County Soil District here with our soil tunnel for the kids. We have Avian Wildlife, who's a rehabilitator of birds, Friends of the Wallkill, representing some of our public open spaces, of which we have many. So there's a lot to choose from, a lot of educational materials, a lot of giveaways. The Sussex County Library has joined us for the first time, and Sussex County Trails. We have a lot of good people here.
Folks, so much to see here at Green Day. Such a fabulous event. Donna, finally tell me for the future why people should get involved within Green Day and to come out. Why keep it going?
Well, we love doing this. We love getting the message out to the public, and it's not just one day though. You need to live green every day, and it could be in a very little way, like you said, just picking up a piece of garbage that you see, or getting involved in clean communities, or joining a bird club, or learning about the outdoors and how you could keep this beautiful county, beautiful Sussex County, green forever.
Awesome. Ladies, wonderful. It's so fabulous having you here. And Woodsy, nice to see you too. All right, guys, thanks. Okay, folks, we will be right back in just a few minutes, and we couldn't make it possible without our lovely sponsors. Our Steel is our big sponsor, title sponsor. We thank them so much. Isla Ruggiero Funeral Home and the Sparta Cancer Center. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Real people, steel people. From full-time professionals to weekend warriors, they trust Steel and servicing Steel dealers. Right now, hardworking Steel blowers start at $139.95 and legendary Steel chainsaws start at $179.95. Find your Steel dealer at steeldealers.com or search STIHL. Real people, steel people. Join us.
Sparta Cancer Center, the only advanced oncology center in Sussex County.
The Sparta Cancer Center is able to provide comprehensive cancer services to anybody who has been diagnosed with cancer, and the key is that we offer these services to the local community so that people don't have to travel far to get excellent comprehensive care. The most satisfying, I would say, is really just seeing the patients through the treatments and then seeing them when they come back fully recovered and basically leading their normal lives and getting back to the way they were before all this started.
Sparta Cancer Center, 89 Sparta Avenue, Suite 130. Treated right here.
Where dedication is a tradition, a helping hand in a time of need, the family that's brought you comfort for over a century. Ruggiero Funeral Home, we're here because we care.
Welcome back to New Jersey State Fair, Sussex County Farm and Horse Show exclusive fair coverage brought to you by Muggs Media. I am your host, Nikki Morville. All right, guys, our last story of the day, we had a special story where they honor so many past people who have worked here at the fair that have to do with agriculture. We got the story with Jane Phillips. Here it is. So tell me a little bit about tonight's ceremony, Jane.
Okay, it's meant to honor people who have helped build up the ag area here at the fairgrounds. Many of the people that are on the memorial side have already passed, but we just want to remember them. We're also trying to honor people who are very active yet today and keeping this agricultural area agricultural.
I love that. So when you say you honor people who are involved, is it people who give many years of their time and talent and experience to the ag department here at the fair?
Yes, and some of them are the directors and things like who have really been in the front line, but we also try to honor people who have put a lot of time in and they're not that director. They're just the person that comes and is always there, whether they were picking rocks when this fairground was developed, or whether they're, like checking animals into classes year after year with no honor, just doing it.
Behind the scenes is just as important as those big time positions, correct?
Yes. David Wright is actually the chairman of this group, the director of this group, and he does a wonderful job because he was one of those that went back to picking rocks in the very beginning. His family have been very instrumental in planning and working in this area, so he's a great one to be in charge.
That's fantastic. Now, just overall, your honorees this year, how would you state who they are overall, not stating their actual names, but the kind of people that they are?
Okay, we have one that's a 4-H parent in the rabbit group that has been very active with them, just always there to help them. We have another fellow that's been very active in the beef program, and he's also the one that donated all the lighting, and he's an electrician, so he's done a lot with the electricity in the fairgrounds, especially the ag area. We have a couple of them are directors of their division, whether they be dairy or whatever. But we try to include like any area that's here in the ag area. It's not just dairy, it's not just cattle, it's not livestock. We've honored people in the conservatory, or we've honored people in years past from the landscape design. So we just try to include everyone in it.
It's wonderful. Really, talk about why it's so important to keep this alive, to keep the agriculture, the ag building, all the things that happen here around the fair alive and well, like you said, to keep it going, and then to give acknowledgement, why it's so important.
Oh, it's just important because it's we just think it's necessary to honor those who have done so much, and maybe it'll encourage other people to step up, some of the younger generation to step up.
Let's get those millennials working, right?
Yes, definitely.
Okay, well, I really appreciate you taking your time to do this. You yourself are so busy. You're here every year doing your thing. You're around the fair. It's got to be nice to be a part of it and kind of work with it and then see it all come to fruition.
Yes, it is. It really is good. And I just love the ag area. That's where I love to do my volunteering.
Good for you. Hey, it's volunteers like you that make all of this work. And let me tell you, folks, so many volunteers here every year that are spending hours and hours of their time to make your fair wonderful. So thank you, Jamie. Really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Okay, folks, that's it for show number 2. I hope you had fun. We sure did. Guys, we are doing so much here at the fair, so much to see and do, so many things that have stayed the same and so many things that have changed. And what fun it is for us to check it all out. Hey, speaking of checking out, check us out on Facebook. Like us, Mugs Media. Like us on Instagram. And you can log on and link in right there and see all the stories we are bringing to you this week. All right, guys, we want to thank Steele. We want to thank Isla Frugero Funeral Home and Sparta Cancer Center for Mugs Media and all of us here. I'm Nikki Morville. Good night.